Hello all, welcome back to Kalam ICAS Academy. This is Priyanka Mahapatra, faculty at Kalam ICAS for essay. So today we'll be taking up the detailed analysis of the UPSC essay paper 2021, and the topic is the first topic of section 8, that is the process of self-discovery has now been technologically outsourced. So before we move on with the content of the essay, we'll be first understanding the wholesome meaning of this topic. So what is the crux of this topic? What do you understand by the process of self-discovery? And the statement is telling that the self-discovery process has now been technologically outsourced. That means there has been some traditional process of self-discovery. So what is that traditional process of self-discovery? And how technology now is playing a larger role in helping us understanding ourselves. Okay, so these things we need to understand, we need to interpret from the question in the first place. So self-discovery is a very deep personal journey. Okay, it's the ultimate personal process that requires efforts and commitment from our side to understand ourselves, to self-introspect, to have the self-reflection, to have the critical analysis of our own self. And this traditional process of self-discovery was through introspection, was through exploration, was through self-reflection, through various ways, through yoga, through meditation, through journaling, or simply having a walk, or having a good travel alone. But today, technology is playing a very important role, a very increased role, a very large role in how we understand ourselves. The various ways where technology is being used for the process of self-discovery. You know that there are many apps, many websites which help people to track their moods, track their behavioral patterns, track their goals and progress. There are many online communities as well where people can connect, people communicate with others who are on the similar journey of self-discovery. Okay, so from here we understand that technology is a very important tool. It can be very valuable tool for the process of self-discovery. But here it is also important to remember that it is just a tool. An over-reliance on this tool can be dangerous. It can hinder the most important aspects of self-discovery like critical thinking or understanding the ethical dilemmas which the technology cannot deal with. And these nuances, this human touch is lost when we outsource our self-discovery to technology completely. So towards the conclusion, you have to come to the balance of using the traditional process and the technological process. Understood? So technology can be just a tool in the process of self-discovery. Ultimately, self-discovery is a very personal journey which requires our own efforts and commitment. Right? So this is the main idea of this topic. Then we will come to the brainstorming. So what do you understand by this brainstorming of topic? That means you have to jot down whatever ideas are coming to your mind after seeing the topic. Whether it is relevant, irrelevant, unstructured, structured, whatever ideas, you have to jot it down in the rough sheet of your answer sheet. You know that UPSC gives you rough pages towards the end of the answer sheet. You have to use that for the brainstorming session. In the brainstorming session, you try to bring out 4-5 important dimensions. After you jot down the ideas which come to your mind, then you filter out whichever is relevant to this essay topic, so that you are online with the UPSC directive. Okay, UPSC directive says you that your writing, your content should be closely related to the topic. Your expression should be exact and effective. Okay, so in order to abide by it, you need to filter out your content in the brainstorming session. You also try to arrange your ideas in an orderly fashion. You decide which dimension should come first, which dimension later, which argument should have which example to it. Distributor examples of all the spheres. When you are having a political example, a space example, a ethical example, an environmental example, or a economic example, then you have to distribute that across the essay so that the essay looks very diverse, right? So this is the importance of the brainstorming session. So in the brainstorming session, you be sure that you come out with some important 4-5 dimensions to this particular topic. Okay, first you need to make the examiner understand that what is self-discovery. Then you need to tell that what has been the traditional means of the process of self-discovery. You have to elaborate on it, giving examples. Then you say that how technology has changed the whole process of self-discovery. You'll give your arguments and examples in order to favor the role of technology in the process of self-discovery. Then you would come to the limitations of outsourcing to technology. Very important aspect of the essay. Then you come to the counter argument part of the essay where you have to counter the main argument of the essay. The main argument of the essay is that the process has now been technologically outsourced. So for the counter argument, you will counter, you will give the antithesis of the statement that can it be totally outsourced? So you will give your argument and example in order to establish your counter argument. It should be very persuasive. You have to convince the examiner that this is the counter argument I'm giving and this is the analysis I'm giving. Okay, so it will showcase your critical thinking, your lateral thinking, your critical analysis, your analytical skills. That will give you rewarding marks in the essay paper. Then you come to the way ahead part in the last part of the body where you can talk of improvising the process of self-discovery. Then you conclude your essay with a balanced approach. Here you need to understand that people would stop here. Okay, conventionally students tend to stop thinking after this point. Throughout the essay they will only discuss that how technology has changed the whole process of self-discovery. They will come out with many examples in order to establish the statement. But you have to go beyond it in order to get the rewarding marks, the enriched marks. Okay, you have to talk about the limitations of outsourcing. You have to talk about the counter argument part of the essay. You have to talk about the way ahead part of the essay. Then only your essay will become comprehensive. Right? So this was all about the dimensions of this essay. So first we will come to the introduction part of the essay. I have told you that you can introduce an essay through various approaches. You can use an anecdote, you can use a quotation. So here I have taken the anecdote based introduction approach. I have taken a character Maya, who is a recent college graduate, and she is very much curious to know her interest. Okay, but she is feeling utterly lost because of a technological outsourcing of her process of self-discovery. She is scrolling through endless career quizzes. Her phone is buzzing with all suggestions for the perfect fit jobs based on her online activity, based on her choices, based on her browsing history, browsing habits. Okay, and therefore each result is feeling very generic because it is the reflection of only her browsing habits in some past few days, more than her actual true passion. So yearning for a more personal path, Maya shut down her laptop and booked a weekend backpacking trip alone. And this backpacking trip defied all the itineraries that usually she used to do. She usually used to plan for a trip. It was a unplanned trip. Okay, she got disconnected from the digital world. She found herself captivated by the star-filled night sky, a sight her city cannot give. Under the vastness of the universe, a spark ignited within her. Back home, Maya started researching about astronomy. Her childhood fascination she had forgotten so far. So this self-discovery journey, fueled by a break from the technology, it felt more genuine than any algorithm could provide. Okay, so this is how you will justify the wholesome meaning of the topic through an anecdote. Then you can discuss about the traditional methods of self-discovery, how it is focusing on introspection, on experiences, personal experiences, okay, through solitude, through journaling, through meditation, or simply taking quiet walks in nature. You can talk of self-observation in some cases where you just sit down alone and self-observe, paying close attention to your own thoughts, feelings, reactions in different situations that can reveal hidden motivation of yourself, hidden patterns of yourself. You can also do a life review. Traditionally, people used to do life review based on their past experiences, successes, failures, and that used to provide valuable insights into their strengths, their weaknesses, their value systems. Then people used to travel also. They used to come out of their comfort zone and try new things. That used to expose them to different cultures, perspectives, their hidden motivations, talents. Even art, music, writing, and dance can be a very powerful way in order to tap their unconscious mind and explore their inner interests. Yoga. Yoga can also be a traditional process of self-discovery where you go through the breathing exercises, spend some alone time, do meditation that will promote your mental well-being. That can be a gateway to self-discovery. It can cultivate self-awareness and give a deep understanding of oneself. So this was all about the ancient practices, the traditional practices of the process of self-discovery. Then you come to the technological outsourcing, how technology has changed the process of self-discovery. You can talk of the various examples over here. How we talked of meditation, how meditation was one of the ways of self-discovery, and now it has been outsourced to apps like Mindspace. Before, people used to go through the books and resources in libraries. Now it has been outsourced to ChatGPT, Google searches, or you can go through our Kalam's website or YouTube channel to consume content. Previously, people used to explore a range of activities. Now, we are going through various aptitude tests in order to know oneself. We are going through counseling sessions in order to know our interest areas. Previously, for self-awareness, we used to communicate with people. Now we are participating in social media posts, media debates. Previously, we used to share our best practices. We used to communicate that. We used to share the research knowledge. But now, there are technologies that are doing that thing. Disaster related early warning system, IPCC reports. They're giving us all sorts of data regarding the best practices, regarding the situation of the environment. Previously, people used to do journaling, self-review. Now they are doing vlogging. Now the mentors or teachers are now being replaced by Alexa, Siri, Gemini AI, Tech Talks. The various self-tracking tools available nowadays, like wearables, apps that allows us to track our moods, our sleep patterns, our habits, our heart rate, physiological markers like heart rate, our behavioral patterns, our trigger points. So this is how you can discuss all through various examples to establish that how technology has changed the process of self-discovery. Then we come to the next dimension, that is outsourcing, good or bad. What are the limitations of outsourcing to technology? Okay, so there has been a challenge with respect to technology always regarding the accessibility. Many people do not have access to technology due to the digital divide. You can talk of the stats which you would have read in your GS syllabus. You can talk of the gender divide, you can talk of the SC/ST divide, you can talk of the rural-urban divide. Then it lacks the element of human emotions. After all, it's a machine created to supplement the human labor. And human emotion is a blend of various factors which cannot be expected out of a machine to analyze. Then technology is not 100% error free. Our critical thinking, self-reflection, ethical dilemmas, they are not being analyzed by the technology. It lacks the scope of innovation because human beings, they can find new solutions to the ethical dilemmas, because a machine just works on some pre-feeded algorithm only. There are some security risks as well with respect to technology. It can increase the potential for security breaches and data leaks. Then we come to the way ahead part. Here you can talk of the correct blending of technology and the traditional ways. That how technology can be used in the last resort, it can be just used as a tool. When we blend technology with the traditional ways of learning, then the usability of technology multiplies and the adversity, the challenges can be reduced. We all know that how social media creates the pressure to conform to the society, to conform to the certain ideals created by the society. And there it becomes very hard to be real, hard to be authentic, hard to be oneself. So we should be restricting this process, this phenomena. We should be restricting the self-discovery of ourselves via eyes of others. We should not be concerned about what others are thinking about us. We should avoid portraying ourselves in the manner that others want to view us. We should not be concerned about the likability in the Facebook or Instagram. Then only we can have the real self-discovery. Then only we can understand ourselves in the real sense, our inner motivations. Then we can conclude the essay by taking the balanced view, by saying that yes, definitely the use of technology can ease our process of self-discovery. humans allow the use of technology in the process of self-discovery, where it can assist, but they should restrict the use of technology wherever there is a harm to the human race. Okay, so you need to talk about the balance, where technology can be balanced with self-reflection. You can talk about that don't just consume passively the information that is lying in the web. Take time to think that what it means to you, how important, how does it mean to you? Is it justified to invest that much time to the technological outsourcing to consume information that is in the web? Seek out diverse perspectives, not just that is confirmed by the society. And use technology as a tool only, not a replacement of your own intuition and personal experiences. Right? So this journey of self-discovery is ultimately a internal one. No algorithm, no machine can replace the deep introspection exploration that you can do for yourself. So again, I'm repeating that technology can be a valuable companion only. It can be a tool, it can be a means for the process of self-discovery. But it should never replace the independence and the grit and the dedication, the effort necessary for the true self-discovery. As we see in the case of Maya, you can give the reference of Maya. Who is Maya? She was used as a character in the anecdote. So you have to connect back to the anecdote again. You have to connect back to the introduction. Then only your conclusion will be complete. There will be a sense of closure to your essay. So this was all about the topics discussion. Hope you are clear now that how to approach these kind of essays. Thank you so much.